and you are watching Wedding Banter on Atlantic Television Network. This program highlights issues about wedding, its preparation, post-wedding and marital issues. Couples as stakeholders relive their most special moments, the rigors of wedding preparation, and the joy therein. And today we're going to be looking at, should couples separate over infidelity? It's an amazing topic, right? Because it's happening in our society. And of course, my guest for today's program is a relationship therapist. I'm talking about Apostle Kingsley Papamie.
Yes, good afternoon.
It's good to have you, sir.
Sure.
So you heard that topic?
Yes.
When I read it, it resounded in your ear, right?
Of course.
Yeah, you're going to do something justice to it. Amazing.
Good.
All right, let's look at a story. A resident of Idekan Farm Settlement in the Ijebu Ode area of Gun State were left shocked when a man named Matthew James killed his 55-year-old wife, Etim Mary, due to suspicions of her having an extramarital affair. Reports gather that the incident took place around 8 p.m. on Sunday. Our correspondent learned from several communities and police sources that the suspect now is in custody and committed the crime after suspecting that his late wife was having an extramarital affair with another man in the community. That is worrisome. An eyewitness who requested anonymity due to the sensitivity of the matter said the police operatives from the Ijebu Igbo division has taken the suspect into custody. The eyewitness further told our correspondent that the suspect claimed he and the deceased woman, that's his wife, had a blood covenant, and that's supposed to be blood oath, not to be betrayed by each other. Ah, wow. The source said they had a blood covenant that they would not leave each other. And I didn't say kill each other there. He suspected the wife was having an extramarital affair. The woman had been married before she met James. He married her when the woman was already aging. She had grown up with children before James married her. James is claiming they both had a blood covenant not to leave each other for any reason. He just returned one morning with a machete and hacked the woman to death. He didn't run away after committing the crime. He just stood beside her after. Wow. The spokesperson for the police command, Omolola Odutola, commented on the Monday shocking incident, stated that the wife was pronounced dead by the attendant doctor after being rushed to the hospital by other residents. She said she was found lying in a pool of blood just in front of the house about 5 p.m. on Sunday. She had deep cuts on her forehead, shoulders, and other parts of her body. The husband was found with a blood-soaked machete he was believed to have used to commit the crime. Okay, and the body was taken to the general hospital in Ijebu Igbo, where she was certified dead by the doctor on duty. Her corpse has been deposited at the Alayangbe private mortuary in Oko Egbe Ijebu Igbo for the autopsy. All right, and of course the police are moving in for investigation. Mr. Kingsley, I'm talking about infidelity in marriage.
Yes.
In relationship general. And then I saw this story today. I needed to bring it up to narrate so that you know the angle that I'm actually coming from. Face of all, we'll just have to talk about this story first. According to the report, Mr. Matthew got married to Mary Etim. Mary Etim should be from Akwa Ibom State. Got married to Mary Etim at a very, not just, this was a second marriage, let's put it that way.
Yes, yes.
And she was already married before getting into this other marriage. And they took a blood oath that they're never going to leave each other. Well, I wouldn't have seen that as a big deal because I know that a lot of persons are actually into that. So many persons are doing that in the society. Taking oath, I'm never going to leave you, I won't do this and that and that and that. But I am concerned about this because I didn't see that we took blood oaths that we will never leave each other, and if eventually happen, we will kill ourselves, or I will kill you, or you kill me. All right?
Yeah.
And then he, according to what we also have here, that is suspicious story. The husband is not even sure whether it's really happening. So what do you think about infidelity in marriage first?
Yes, looking at what marriage is all about. Marriage, by its definition, is a union of a man and a woman. And two of them, according to the Bible, 1 + 1 is 1. And they are one indeed. So where you see a marriage is being held, all right? Everybody knows that you did not pick the woman on the street. You approached her family. And her family joyfully celebrated the marriage and handed over the woman to you as a man. I'm very clear about it, yes. And in the course of you going to undertake your marriage, of course, right from the beginning, you are briefed. As a man, you are briefed that this woman had a husband before you, and she had children before you, but he divorced. Now they are handing over to you. It is believed that you are going to live with her in a very kind manner. Let me put it that way. And if in the process of the marriage, you find things that are suspicious, which you have not confirmed, ordinarily, you would have confirmed it, you would have made the investigations before taking the matter up to her parents or her relations, so to speak. Now, where you fail as a person to follow the due process of making your investigation known to our family, and you take the issues on a personal ground, that you are angry, that you heard that this is what she's doing, and you take her life. Of course, it's not, the law has not permitted you. Her relations has not permitted you. Nor did anybody permit you to take her life.
And what if, is there supposed to be permission to take someone's life?
It's what we are saying now. He took permission before taking her as a wife. He went to her people who gave her to him as a wife. Where you find her suspicious of infidelity, it is expected that you will still go back. I'm talking about the marriage process.
Okay.
Yes. I'm not talking about the offense he committed. I'm talking about the marriage process first.
Okay.
He would have taken the matter back to the family circle and report. And then the family will sit her down and make the investigation. All right? Even to the extent of maybe sending people underneath to investigate and come out with a clear cut of the matter, so that it will either be true or be false. So that there and then they would have known either to still remain or to separate peacefully. I don't know whether you're getting me. So the extent of a man, because of the fact that he had, which you have not confirmed, first of all, that his wife is into infidelity with another man, and then is running with a machete to butcher her, it's a crime. And I see it as not only on the attitude of the woman, but is angry over something which he has not told the world.
Okay. All right. Let's look at this. You know, when we are talking about infidelity in marriage, it is the act or the fact of having a romantic or sexual relationship with someone other than one's husband,
Yes.
one's wife,
Yes.
or better still partner,
Yes.
unfaithfulness to a moral obligation. Of course, when you say yes, I do, it's to one man.
Yes.
And we are living in a society where men are permitted to take more than 2 wives.
Yes.
And if you know that you do not want to do that, you're supposed to be faithful to one person.
Yes.
But the problem that the couples are really having in our society today is infidelity. In this story, if I've gotten to the end of it, you will notice that there are about 2 couples that have taken their wives' lives because of infidelity. So I come back to the question, to the question that we have today as a topic. Should couples separate over infidelity? When one finds out that, oh, my husband is doing this, is cheating on me, is not being faithful, my wife is not faithful to me, what should be the next step? Should they leave? Should they separate? Or should they stay back in the name of communication? And what if it becomes disastrous, just as the first story we read?
Yes, if you ask me, just as you have done, I would say they should separate. Where it is confirmed, like as I said, the family has confirmed, all right, that this woman or this man, I'm not talking about the man first of all, this woman is infidel in this family, and the man says he doesn't want her again. After confirmation of her infidelity, that they should separate, I endorse it. Because if you ask me, the reason is very simple. Because, of course, you know that where a woman has already transferred the genuine love she has for her husband to another person without addressing the matter with the husband, all right? Of course, no man will be happy. No single man, no man that has spent his money, that has spent his time, that has spent his effort to keep a woman in the house and seeing her with another man will be happy. Because first of all, before he came to marry her, he had already made options and other choices. But because of one thing or the other, he decided to say, this is the one that I love. And he has put in his money, his energy, his effort, and his emotions are all there. That is the man. But where he finds that the woman is no more the woman that he loved, I think that man will not be a happy man.
Okay, so there should
he will never be, yes, he will never be a happy man. He will never be a happy man in the sense that everything that woman does in that house, in fact, it will be uncomfortable. And he will never be happy even to feed her. Because that's the most important thing. Even if she can feed herself, all right, he will never be happy to accommodate her.
All right.
So the best thing that would happen to such family is that where the woman refuses to cut away or put herself away from what has been identified, or has vowed that since the fact that she has decided to go on with the relationship that she has, she's no more interested in the marriage. I don't know whether you understand me. If she sticks to that one, I think that would be the best for them to separate. Otherwise, if two of them, the man happens to see that the wife maybe has apologized and said, my husband, I'm sorry, it's because of one circumstance or the other, or it is this thing that influenced me into this relationship, and I vow to you from today, I will no more go back again. Don't be annoyed, I'm sorry. I don't know what you understand me. Apologetically state a position to the husband. I think if the husband look at the wife, that since my wife has apologized, let me forgive her and receive her back. It is there, but there are most women that will never apologize.
But again, Mr. Kingsley,
yes,
what if it happened
yes,
that it is the man
yes,
that is being unfaithful to the wife? What
yes,
should happen?
It's the same process, because I'm coming. Where the man is into infidelity and the wife happens to cut him, you understand me?
Yes.
Fine. Now, the man has to, of course, express himself and make himself clear to his wife.
And then after making himself
clear, making himself clear, if the wife is not satisfied, as I said before, she is under obligation
to live.
No, to take the matter to the family, because people join the husband to come and marry her. She has a family and he has a family. You understand me? She cannot be, if the marriage is uncomfortable to her, she still has to go back to the marriage circle. All right? which includes the man's family and her family, to say, this is what this is my findings. That this man that you people said I should marry, I've married him, and we are doing well in the family. But unfortunately for me now, I'm beginning to see him with another woman.
Okay.
Please, what can the family do, just me, to advise my husband and bring him back to me?
Oh, Mr. Kingsley.
Yes.
You have just said something that pierced my heart.
Yes.
When it was the woman's turn, you said, if the man says this and the man doesn't want again, the man is to take to the family and say, I don't want this again, my daughter is being so unfaithful to me. Now it is the wife's turn.
Yes.
And you are telling me that the wife should say, what can you do to bring my husband back for me, when she doesn't want the marriage again because her husband is cheating?
He doesn't want, that's what I'm saying. What he doesn't want, this is what I'm saying.
So if she doesn't want again, what should happen?
The thing that should happen is that the marriage should be, the couple should separate.
So the husband should leave the house for the wife, right?
No. Of course, the woman will go back to where she came from.
Why? That is a house.
If it is a house,
Yes.
if it is a house that is agreed that she must take over her house.
No. When I say yes, I do to my husband.
Yes.
Everything
belongs to you.
Yes.
Yes, I know about that.
So, if I caught my husband cheating on me, and then I'm not comfortable,
yes,
maybe it might not be once or twice, because
yes,
like this story that we heard,
yes,
I don't think a reasonable man, even though he doesn't have rights, I'm not defending him,
yes,
to just carry a knife and kill the wife. Maybe it's something that has been there and they have been communicating, but it is not working. But if I caught my husband in the act, and I'm not comfortable with what he's doing, I can tell him, pack your load and leave my house.
You have the right. You have the right to even... You have the right to even take him to court.
So why should I go and tell my people, you people should tell me what to do, talk my husband into coming to
Yes, the reason why you should take it back to the family circle is that this is a matter that you cannot handle alone. That's where I'm coming from.
Okay.
It's a matter that you cannot handle alone. And if it's a matter that you can handle alone, even if you are taking it to court, all right, your relations have to be there. Because maybe they will not be happy with one or two of his actions towards you, where they have intervened, where they have interceded to bring back, to make sure that there is peace, and the man is not still leaving the other woman for their daughter. Of course, they will not be happy. So the discussion would be that the woman has to fight for right, all right, by making sure, by either dragging the man to court to see that he forfeits what is for her. Because that is the essence of the marriage. Because he can't allow the woman to go frustrated. He has to give her everything that she needs to keep her comfortable. Then he can go and marry his second wife elsewhere. It do not bother her. But that they cannot be together. The reason why we are saying that they cannot be together, if the matter cannot be settled amicably, is that the anger of both parties will still linger within the family, except they forgive each other. If there's no forgiveness among them, and to restart a new life, that marriage will not hold.
But Mr. Kingsley,
yes,
you know, a lot of persons say, and I'm sure you have said that once or twice, that this, yes, is a man's world.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
So when men are the one involved in this infidelity, they just feel that, oh, it's a man's world, so things should just go. But when it has to do with a woman, and then you start hearing a lot of noise that looking as though someone just died. So in a situation that people are saying that this is a man's world, don't you think that if the solution to infidelity, if it is separation, that we will not have up to, if out of 100%, we won't have up to 80% couples still staying together, because this is one of the battles that couples are actually fighting within their homes.
Yes, I know where you're coming from. Now, to settle this matter in a way that we'll understand it more better, okay, is that if we are looking at it from the Christendom, all right, from the Christian background, the church is there, all right, and I know that, you know, so many churches have had similar issues and have succeeded in putting back the families to their original state, while others did not succeed. But if you are talking about the social world, all right, the social world, which is open to everybody, most people do things on their own. All right, most people do things on their own. But that's the secular world. But in the Christendom, I think things are done orderly. Things are done properly. Things are done in a way that the couples can forgive each other.
What have they done so far to help couples in this kind of situation in
Yes,
church?
Yes, the church has done a lot. That is to say, in the terms of counseling, right? In terms of counseling, because there are times that, you know, most pastors have found men to be infidel to their wives, all right? And in most cases, for which I know, in 1 or 2 cases I've been involved, all right, to counsel men to come back to their wives, and that's by ensuring that they walk according to the word of God.
Have they also counseled women to go back to their wives?
Yes, yes. It's what I'm saying on both sides, but that in the church, all right, where the church tries, I know that for the church, I know that they've been succeeding, because the church, of course, will give you ample time. It will give you ample time as a man, as a woman, to make sure that you don't go back to the world. All right? They give you something that will help you, both in prayers, in counseling, in fasting, to ensure that the family gets their reunion back.
So that is to say that majority of couples in churches
are succeeding when it comes to crisis like this.
Okay.
They succeed in bringing back their husband and bringing back their wife.
Okay.
All right? But in the secular world, it's abnormal. It's abnormal. It's a struggle.
Why is it
it's a struggle.
Why is it abnormal in the secular world when we have psychologists there, when we have, of course, relationship therapists just like you are,
yes,
when we have relationship coaches in
yes,
the world
yes, it's because,
so why is it abnormal?
Yeah, it's abnormal because here we're talking about emotions, all right? We're talking about emotions and, you know, different sets of characters and attitudes that are exhibited by men, right? Trying to showcase their rudeness. You understand me? Their funny characters that you just see and laugh over it. But for the Christian world, is a thing that has to do with the scriptures, and they, as a man or as a woman who is as a believer, you will be counseled in a way that you'll be forced to accept the word of God. I'm coming now. The word of God, you know, the way it is and the way God has made it, it can pierce the heart of anybody to make sure that, you know, that thing that is needed is achieved. But in the secular world, it's difficult because the man, all right, is under the influence, maybe under the influence of one thing or the other. But if it's in the church, prayers, of course, can take it off. Such influences, prayers can take them off. But in the secular world, it's not possible. And it continues with, the man continues with such influence, the woman continues with such influence, and before you know, it aggravates to this kind of situation that we just observe now. So what we are saying is that, you know, people that are infidel in their marriages should know that they are not doing a good thing to their children. Because one, this is a marriage that you have decided as a man to keep, and where you fail to keep this marriage, the fruits of the children that you have brought into the world, how do you want their life to go? How do you want their life to go? Because that is the responsibility that you have given to yourself, and you need to live by the responsibility and to make sure that you make the children to achieve their heart desire, and not to keep them wandering here and there and suffering. And before you know, even it is those children, the fruit of those children are the things that you even reap when you are old.
All right. Thank you, Apostle Papame.
Yes.
I would also like to understand what are those things that actually push these people into having extramarital affairs?
Yes.
What are those red lights? What are the signs? We are talking about the signs that actually make them to do this, but what are the things that, you know, you see a family financially, they are okay. I will say spiritually they are okay because, of course, they belong to one denomination or the other. And then when it comes to getting anything, everything is within their reach, apart from life that God gives, and of course they have life, so it's within their reach. So what are those things that actually push them into entering the world, having extramarital affairs, even after saying, yes, I do, I will never cheat on you? Like this one, they went extra mile in taking oath, but still.
Yeah, you see, sometimes our people, the couples might fall short of self-control. All right, self-discipline, self-control. That is just the central of it, self-control. There are certain instances where you see a woman because of maybe her character. She's always quiet, not talking, you know what I mean, and always submissive to the husband. You see such women when they go out to meet other men, you know what I mean, who talk to them and who influence them with what they have. They sometimes easily fall for them. I hope you understand what I'm saying. You ask me the causes, I'm bringing them out for you. One could be by such influences.
Oh, okay, influence.
Yes.
So influence them on what us?
No. I'm talking about the emotional influence, you know what I mean, and also sometimes financial problems. All right, even though sometimes they are well to do, the man may not be that man that gives to his wife when she's in need. And you see, I'm telling the truth. So most men, they have money to take care of the woman, but to bring that money to take care of the woman the way it ought to go, it becomes a difficulty. In very several occasions, we witnessed it. Not that the man does not have money. If the man does not have money, and the woman said, okay, give me money, let me go into business, it becomes another thing. It's as if the woman is demanding the money from the man to get at something that when she starts getting money now, she will reject the man entirely, and she will refuse going to collect or beg for money from him. Obviously, because why do most men want their women to always beg money from them?
All right.
Papa,
I want you to do something.
Yes, some things that
I want you to do something for me.
Yes.
When you mention that which make men to go out, also mention that we make women to go out, because now you're talking about for a woman.
Yes.
It's because of maybe the husband is not taking good care of them financially. They're not paying the money. You also mention men, the people that the money they have enough.
Yes.
Wife, if you see some of their wives, they are angels.
It's what I'm saying.
They are beautiful.
Yes.
They
will refuse to use the money. They will refuse to use the money to take care of that woman who is so beautiful in the house. Rather, they will take it to the street girl.
Okay.
All right? That's what I'm trying to say. The woman in the house will be asking, give me money, let me use to buy this thing to eat over here. You like begging, you like something for money, I don't know why. Just like that. Without any, but this is a responsibility that you said as a man that you want to take. All right? You said from the beginning that, yes, let her be my wife, I can take care of her. But at the end of it, we see a reverse at the tail end.
So what about a woman?
Because of maybe he has seen an angel outside, and he has been able to turn his back against his wife.
Are there angels out?
No, that's what we are saying. Most men, all right, they don't want to see even young girls with their eyes. I don't know why it is like that. I don't know why it is like that.
So this is the reason why men...
I'm coming now. So they would want to go and spend their money outside. And most of them are spoiled. Most men are being spoiled by their friends. The kind of friends they keep, does that mean? Also put them in such misery. Because when they see their friends having girlfriends outside their marriage, they would want to emulate them. And when they emulate them, the danger reflects back to their homes.
So for the men, it's influence?
It's not influence, it's an unusual character. It's an unusual character.
Okay.
Honestly, it's an unusual character because it's not all men that have such character.
Okay.
It's an unusual one that they just developed. They just want to do it because they have money to spend. And maybe they just want you to complement their emotions.
And then what about the women that they are the boss of their own? They have everything. They can afford anything.
Yes. Just for the man. Still. Yes, just for the man to give them the love they want. It becomes a problem.
Papa me?
Yes.
They have love. They are being cared for. They have beautiful homes.
Yes.
They are the boss of their own.
Yes.
In a sense that they have the money, they have their business, they work in an amazing organization that are well paid.
Yes.
But still, they go out. Their husband in question, they have everything, but still, they go out. What exactly is outside? And why are they always pushed to go out?
Is what I'm saying. Most of them keep friends that put them in such mystery. I'm putting it to friends because that is the most possible way, all right? That is the most possible way most men get involved in such things. It has happened to me. Okay. I'm telling you, it has happened to me.
They influence you negatively.
They influence negatively.
Wow. So it was an unusual character.
It's not an unusual character.
So
it's something that.
So you can agree with me now that it's actually influence and not an unusual character.
If it is influence, I agree.
Because you said it has happened to you.
Yes, because you are learning, you tap the character of saying, let me join my friend to go and maybe sit out.
So how did you come out of it?
I'm coming. Yes, the only way that you can come out of it, of course, is for you to understand. Understand that you need a wife. You must have to understand you need a wife because that extra money you are spending outside, all right, and you are not putting it back in your home, all right, it's a loss.
I want to understand something.
It's a loss.
You say you must understand that you need a wife.
Yes.
Already you have a wife and you choose to go out.
Yes.
Are you supposed to understand that you need to go back to your wife or you need a wife?
You need to go back.
Okay, it's not your topic.
You need to go back to your wife.
Because when you say you need a wife, it's sounding like...
No.
Bachelors.
You have a wife and you need to go back to your wife because the money you are going to spend outside, you are not getting anything out of it. Whereas the one that you are spending at home, you are getting results. Because that makes you a man. And you are flowing with it. And your family is happy. And your family is with joy. That makes the family. But where you are spending the money outside, and then sometimes you come back home empty-handed, you are not even happy that you are not having money in your pocket while you are spending money outside.
Are you sure?
And then you come home and transfer the aggression on your wife.
All right, thank you so much for Pame. But let's look at this one now. What are those signs that couples should be able to see and know that that means it's like my husband is beginning to go out, or it's like my wife is doing something wrong outside? What are those signs that they should see and start working on it on time before it gets out of hand?
Yes, it's unnecessary excuses. When a husband begins to give unnecessary excuses about his job, about attending one occasions or the other, about meeting up with his friend, sitting out with his friends to discuss with them, those frivolous excuses are sometimes it's a pre-action to these events.
Infidelity.
Yes, because when you see him, I have a meeting in Lagos, I have a meeting, such meetings, all right, it should not distract your love.
Is it in all cases?
It should not distract your love at home.
Is it in all cases?
It should not distract, yes. It should never, when you have a woman at home, all right, whatever thing that you are doing should be open.
Okay.
Should be made open. You should expose to her, look, I can't tell you like this where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. Because your wife is part of you. As you are going out, if anything happens to you, the first person they will call is your wife. I don't know where you understand me. Even the woman, if you are taking unnecessary excuses to say, I want to see my friend, I want to go and meet my friends, we have a meeting. I don't know. When you are so busy, you understand me? When you are too much busy, and then you abandon your family life, you understand me, to those things, I think the man should not waste time to call back his wife. The woman also should not waste time to call back her husband back to the house, because those things are most of the things that disrupts and take away the attention of the married life.
All right, so before we go, I'd like you to give me another example. That's for a man. Men, right? Yes. When they start giving unnecessary excuses, you should know that something is cooking somewhere. And then what about for the women?
Yes, for the women, I would want to tell them, look, that they should learn one thing, that the secret...
No, not advice yet. How do you know that your wife is trying to dance outside?
Yes, the way you know is that maybe when she's not when she's not giving much attention, to the domestic affairs in the house. And the love pattern that people started with, when you are seeing depreciation, when you see depreciation, either from the man or from the woman. When we met the first time, when I come back from work, she will run and come and hug me and give me a kiss. All right, I'm coming, yes. But now, when I come, she will not even care. She will even be hiding in the room. You know, she doesn't want to see my face. What's the problem? Those are some of the things. When you see the love not taking the right shape any longer, you know that something is wrong. And you must be fast about it. All right? You must be fast about it to call the other party to order. To say, my husband, what's happening? You don't used to do like this before. Before, when you close from work, before it is 6, you are here. And then we'll see you, we are happy with you. What's the problem? Now you stay till on the 10 o'clock. You stay till 9. No, you'll be giving excuses. No. Those things are not allowed. You need to live. You need to have a working time. You need to have a family time. Wow. Your family time should be spent well with your family. Because when you fall short of either of these attitudes, you know what I mean? Then you are bringing down the family. And the blame should be given to you. And that is why I said that such things cannot be contained. All right? If they cannot be counseled, if they cannot be accommodated any longer, they should separate, because the end of it is to take each other's life.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Papame.
Yes.
That was amazing. And wow, this is Society Watch on Atlantic Television Network. We'll just go on a very short break. But before then, I want to appreciate you again. That was really amazing one. Thank you.
Sure.
We'll just go on a very short break. When we return, we will join Port Harcourt residents and get to hear their own opinion. What should happen when couples are found in the midst of this disaster, which is infidelity? Should there be separation? Should there not be separation? We will get to hear from them when we return from a short break. Just stay with us.
Business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries. So sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories.
Seriously, I will not do anything, because I know I cannot do that. As a human and as a woman that knows the right thing to do. I always look at the Bible aspect of it and what God destined the women to do. He said the women is the helpmate of the man. So we don't need to overcoming the man. What else are you looking for? If one man is not enough for you, you shouldn't have said you want to marry. You stay at home. Then if it's the man, of course the man they said is the hunter, the hustle. They go and look for women, you understand. Sometimes they are not the ones that put themselves into it. Sometimes it's from us women that push the man out of the house. Let me say, if you are not giving him what he wants, definitely he will go out and look for what that suits him. Do you understand? But if I catch my man on top of my bed, I know he cannot do that. If I catch him on top of my bed, I'm not going to do anything, no. I go call them together and say, what's the reason why you did this? Because he might have a reason. Either the girl na him find in trouble, or na him go find the girl trouble. So I will know the reason why he do. So if I find out the reason, maybe from the girl, or the fault is from him, I will caution him. And I will also tell him what it takes for you to meet God in heaven. Because definitely everybody want to go heaven. So if they do and say, may your wife, or they want to and say nothing past anything, so you go do anything you want to. God they wait for you now, you go answer for God. You understand? So my husband said, they tell and say, if you like, put your leg one side. If you don't like, put your one side. The day God go open your book, he say, see what you do, see what I do. So me, they run my own race. You run your own race. So everybody should mind yourself. Why not? Why won't I remain in the house? He might have a reason, because sometimes men don't actually tell the women what they are feeling. Do you understand? Maybe you are this person that is very beautiful. When he come see you, come marry you. Now you don't enter the house, come they tie rapper. What do you want making the man do? The man feel they go waiting there under skirts now. And also, some men like food, like my husband like food. You understand? We women, we don't know how to cook. If they say bring money, we don't know how to cook. If you give them 5,000 naira, one collect 10,000, one collect 20 naira, yet you don't know how to cook. Some men, if they see any woman where they give them every day good food, they go chase the woman. Anything where the woman talk, the man go take. But and anyhow, no matter what, I will not, because there must be a reason why he did that.
If I catch my wife cheating on me, that means there's a space where, as a man, I've backslide. You understand? And if I see her, I catch her with somebody, that means there's a space that I've not completed that. Maybe she needs someone to complete it for her base, but it's not encouraging.
So what will you do?
It's for us I will call her attention properly so that she will understand my feelings, so that our two will continue the love from the beginning, how we started it, to make the minds come together, and we will continue. I will not cheat on my wife. Honestly, I will not cheat on my wife, because if not for the sake of love, I will not start making a journey of love with someone. If not for the journey of love, I will not start that journey, because it goes a long way.
One, if I see my wife, if I catch her with another man, the best to do, to divorce her. I can't go more than that. I will divorce her so our peace will reign. I will not go forward in harming her or doing anything. The best I will do is just what I said. I will divorce her, let her just go back to her parents. Let the shame, whatever, be between she and her family. That's all I will do. Let her live my life and I mind my business. If she also catch me with another woman, based on what Bible said, in that case, I will look for a way to make her happy, so she will not go further to harm me too. Whatever that is happening today is not really our fault. It has been written in the Bible there. That was why when a man got his wife with another man, it became issue, because she has no license. Yes, but when a woman caught her husband with another woman, there's a way they handle. Even the family of the woman will say, you know, but take it easy. Do you want to come back to stay with? I don't have any house to give to you. No space, so they better remain there and resolve it. Okay, don't worry, we'll call him. We'll call him to order, but it does not happen when it comes to a woman that is married to another man. No, it does not happen. I can say men have the license, but not every man. There are some men that does not do it based on the good relationship they have with their wife. Yeah, there are some men that cherish their wife than side chick. There are some men that cherish their wife. Their wife is more important to them than side chick, because going to side chick is just like a part-time. But when you have a wife and you know your wife, when you know your wife, you don't go and do anything stupid that will divide the attention of the family. More of when you have good children, intellectual children that are there to make the home move, you can't go and bring in some things that will make the family look as if they're not more relevant. And when you yourself, as a man, have a potential, so you respect the home for the sake of the children. Just like man, you come to the family, you hit your wife before your kids. No, it's wrong. A real man does not do that. So it is only when you don't know your potential, when you have nothing in you, when you think what this man does, you will do it. And then you can think everybody is the same. No, that's why me, myself, as a man, I don't classify what other men do to some other men. If men are hundreds in number, I can tell you 70. Okay, real men does not cheat.
Both husbands and wives, man or woman, shouldn't cheat. As our Creator instructed us, one man should stick to his own wife. Just like the saying goes that a man should drink water from his own system. I think that's just the best thing. Whenever a matured man is going about cheating on the wife and all of that, it shows that that man lacks self-control. And in fact, is not supposed to be. Likewise, women. I can't even imagine it. How do you feel as the woman, matured woman, you will leave your husband be running pium pium pium? It's uncalled for. If it eventually happen, I think the same punishment that goes to the man is the same punishment that will go to the woman.
God instructs us not to cheat. That's why the Bible said, even in Genesis, that a man will leave his father and mother and cleave to his own wife. And God, in his infinite wisdom, when he was doing the creation, he didn't do one man, 3 women, which you know he had the strength to do that. He has everything to do that if he so wish, but he never did. He did it one man, one woman. Now, in animal kingdom, you can have 1 male and 1,000 female, no problem. But when it comes to man, it is 1 wife, one husband. Now, if a man cheats, he has weakened his authority. Yes. In as much as God allowed them, maybe in the Old Testament, to marry more than 1 wife. God allowed that. But in the New Testament, Jesus said that Moses allowed that because of the weakness and stiff-neckedness of the people. But God, in his original intention, is 1 man, 1 wife. Now, when a man is cheating, he is not strongly a man. Yes, he has lost some element of his strength. It shows that he cannot control himself. And anybody who cannot control himself is weak. Whether your emotion, your feelings, your desire, your whatever thing, as we are even seeing in Nigeria today, that there are some weak men who are ruling us, who can't control themselves when they are not in power anymore. But we are not going there, and I think you believe. So you understand with me. But for that, no man should cheat. And for a woman to cheat, I think it is grievous. Yes, it is grievous. You have opportunity to accept who becomes your husband or who becomes your wife. Yes, who becomes your husband. If that man comes and you know you can't stay with this person for life, tell him no. Instead of following that person, when you see another man again, you jump. And God didn't even create women to cheat. Neither did he create men to cheat either. So none of this should cheat. If you get married, stick to your husband, stick to your wife, so that both of you will enjoy your family. Bible even said, I think book of Ecclesiastes, it said, let her breast satisfy you. Yeah. Drink water from your own system, from your own well. There is a well for every man. When you stop drinking from there, the Bible said that stolen water is sweet. Stolen water is sweet, but that is only to the weak people, to a thief. I don't know the man who would like to be brought outside and declared a thief, and people are beating you because you went to steal from another person's well. So I think this is my little contribution to that. Thank you very much.
Wife on 9 the pen pass, because if the man catch the wife, if he catch the wife, that one now, hey, everybody don't hear them. But if the woman catch the man, nobody will hear it. The man catch a wife, make him just endure them. If the woman catch a husband, make him endure.
If you catch your husband cheating, you just have to forgive him. Yes, so because he will leave you and run away. He will run, you will not see him. You just forgive. Let go. Just forgive. Forgive. They should learn how to manage the situation. They should forgive also. Do me, I do you back. You know the pain.
Sometimes the man is supposed to know why the woman cheated on him. Everything is not about divorce, because something might trigger the woman to cheat on him. Or maybe another thing is that the man should try to know why the woman cheated. Is it hereditary? Because like now we are seeing something like, if my mother cheated on the husband, but in some cases it's not like that. But I think the answer to that is not about divorce. It's about the man to find out why the woman cheated on him. If the woman can kind of give the woman and the man a reasonable answer, I think the man can consider and keep the wife and make peace with him or her. And another thing is that it can be the man's problem. So even though he divorces this one and marry another woman, the woman can do the same thing, because maybe the problem is from you. So I think that you have to sit the woman down and know what the problem is coming from. Is it from the woman or is from the man? So everything is not about divorce. Sometimes we are talking about divorce, it might come from the man and it's not coming from the woman. So I think that is the answer. Divorce is not the only case or anything that can settle marriage.
I don't believe that it is the men's world or is a man's world, right? I feel like women have been conditioned in such a way that they feel like they are the gatekeepers of morality in our society, right? But these things go both ways. If you're hurt that your wife could cheat on you, then your wife also has the right to be hurt that you cheat. If you feel you can't stand a cheating husband, then you take a walk, right? on the part of the husband, if you also think that you can't stand a cheating wife, then what stops you from taking a walk instead of killing the person, taking the life out of the person? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I feel in fact, both genders should do better.
I'm going to divorce my wife, for sure. And then if my wife should caught me cheating, I think she should do the same. But there are some certain traditions here in Nigeria, from Rivers State. There are some certain traditions where it is totally forbidden for the woman, a married woman, to go out. You know, there are a lot of consequences that pertain to that. But I've not heard any transition in Nigeria here where if the man is caught cheating or cheating on the wife, those consequences will be applied. You know, but generally, if a woman caught the husband cheating, if she wants to divorce, that is all left for her. But as a real African man, if I want to go into that, I will say a man is entitled to marry as many wives as he wants. So if the woman could call the husband cheating, if he wants to leave, let her leave. If he wants to stay, let her stay. Because a man has every right, according to Africa, to marry as many wives as he wishes. That's what
I'll ask her what to make her to go and be having an affair with that man. So if she told me the reason why she had to go, and I would maybe work on that thing that she told me as her reason. So that's just it. It's not a crime. To me, it's not a crime.
Cheating is not a crime. Mention it. I want you.
I say it's not a crime to me. Cheating is not a crime to me. Unless maybe the woman is cheating without a reason. But if she's cheating with a reason, I will not work on that her reason. So that is my own point.
If I caught my wife cheating on me, I will send her back to her father's house. Women, we are polygamous in nature. So Bible gives us the power to cheat and to marry as much as we can, as much as we can take care of. So if I caught my wife cheating on me, I will not beat her. I will not go after the man. I will single-handedly pack her load, send her back to her father's house. The way I bring her, the same way I'll send her back. In as much as I'm taking care of my wife 100%, she's not lacking anything. I have the power. I'm a man. Women, we have the dominion, we have the audacity, we have the impetus, we have the charisma to cheat as much as we can. Yes, this is meant for you. If you go to the Bible, you see Solomon, you see David, most of them in the Bible, richest men in the Bible, tough men, they are all cheaters, and they are people in God's heart. God love them. So you don't know, there's no two words about it. So women should, if you are married, you mellow down. So that's just the truth, my sister.
Welcome back. I hope you had a swell time there. This is Putting Banter on Atlantic Television Network, and this is where we draw the curtain for today. I am Immaculata Irikana. Remember that you can join us on all our media platforms, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, X Atlantic TV Net. You can also watch us live on our website, atlanticnetwork.tv. Remember that peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you, and continue to stay on ATM Socials events till we come your way next time. Good evening.
Business, socio-economy, sports, and documentaries.